welcome back to my channel. And it's a very hot day here. Honestly, the heat's just increasing right now, and that's why my hair tied because it's super hot even inside my room. Okay, so let's talk about the books that I'm reading currently and the ones I read in the past week, which I'm really excited for. So I actually completed a lot of books in the past week, especially for Lit with Indian Lit. I finished 3 books in the past week. Yes, I know. And the first book that I finished was 6 Acres and a Third by Fakir Mohan Senapati. I like this book a lot. I'm not a big fan, but I like it. It's nice, and I think it's the one of the things that I cannot believe that actually happens in the book is literally the fact that this was published in 1896. Okay, like this form of writing in 1896 must have been a revolution. It's a classic in Odia literature, and I kind of recommend this. Like, this is satire and social commentary. I After reading this book and DNFing The Wizard of the Crow, I realized that yeah, maybe satire is not my favorite form of writing. I like watching videos of satire probably, but not like books. But yeah, like, it's a nice book. I would suggest that you read it. Like, if you're an Indian, you have to read it because it talks about the zamindari system, and it's set in like the 1830s. British colony, called India, where the British East India Company has a lot of power, and it's just like that kind of colonial thing where a lot of like zamindars or landowners were given a lot of power to extract money from the poor people. So that's what the book is about. It's very interesting. I think like you should read it for the experimental writing and like kind of be baffled that this is actually written in 1896 and stuff like that. So that's that. The next book that I finished was Dupehari by Pankaj Kapoor, which I actually loved a lot. This is actually a very short book, and it talks about Amma B, who lives alone in Lucknow in this huge Haveli. Haveli is like this huge ancient bungalow, and yeah, like, he's lonely, and the thing is that every, like, this is where the story starts, right? This is that then the first 2-3 pages, that every like day at 3 p.m. she has this intruder. Okay, like someone breaks into her property, and she's just like super scared of that particular thing. So it's on mystery, it's very cute, and it's like yeah, like you want to know like who's the intruder and stuff. So it's interesting. I liked it a lot, and I ended up giving it 4.5 stars or something. So that's cool. The next book that I finished was The Liberation of Sita by Volga, which is the best rendition of the Sitayana I've ever read. Like, scratch Forest of Enchantments now. I've been like gaga Forest of Enchantments. The thing is that Forest of Enchantments has its own Sita, and this book has its own Sita. The book basically is a very much feminist rendition which talks about the misogyny in the Ramayana, and it actually is written through the eyes of the four female characters in the book, like the main female characters, Sita, Ahalya, Urmila, who's Lakshman's wife, and also Shurpanaka, who's Ravan's sister. So it's very interesting because all of these women have had that, have had, how to say, have faced some of misogyny or patriarchy in the society, in Ram Rajya in general, or like, around the time when the Ram Rajya was there. So it's interesting. I really liked it a lot, and the vision behind the book is very much clear. It's crystal clear to show the faults in a patriarchal society. So I recommend this as well. Now, getting to the books that I'm reading currently, because I'm reading 4 books currently. The first book that I'm done 80% with is Conditional Citizens by Leila Lalami, which I'm reading for the BookTube Prize, and I'm not supposed to talk about. So I think later on I'll be making this whole video like you must have seen on BookTube, where people just talk about the round they were judging. The next book that I'm done, I think, like, I don't know, like more than 50%, I'm not sure thing, is actually No Presents Please by Jayant Kaikini. And I'm kind of taking this book a bit slow because you'll know why. Why am I taking it slow? The thing is that I'm reading like short stories like on an intermediate basis, and I'm also buddy reading this with Sean the Book Maniac, and both of us are enjoying the book for sure. And I'm also able to give him like trivia regarding Mumbai and the book because all the stories in the book are set in Bombay. Okay, so that's nice. The next book that I'm reading currently is the How the One-Armed Sister Sweeps a House by Cherry Jones, which is a book based in Barbados at Baxter Beach, which is a very, very heartbreaking book. It talks about a lot of things, including how women suffer because of the bad deeds of men. And again, like, this is a very feminist read. It's been nominated or longlisted for the Women's Prize in Fiction, talking about which, the day this video goes live, that's the day when the shortlist comes out. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's there on the shortlist and what's not there on the shortlist. Phew. Okay, now the next book that I am reading, and yeah, this is the last book, and I'm kind of like, it's like a 300-page book, and I'm on page number 46 now, and it is this one. This is Baluta by Daya Pawar. This book is the reason why I will not be able to like successfully be a grandmaster, because I'm supposed to finish this in April, but this is such a heartbreaking book that I want to take my time with it. I want to make sure that things like go good with this particular book. But the thing is, I don't think I'll become a grandmaster. I don't know what will I become, but anyway, let's see. But yeah, Daya Pawar's book is a Dalit autobiography, and it talks about the atrocities that he as a Dalit had to face in rural Maharashtra. And when this book came out, everyone was pretty shocked, because people from the cities were reading it and they realized that this is what happens in rural areas. This kind of discrimination on the basis of caste is what happens in rural areas. So, heartbreaking story. You need an appetite, or you need like this whole bundle of emotional, I would say, support for it, really, because after this I'm going to read a light book. Whew, it's going to be very sad. Okay, cool. So yes, that's it. That's it for my weekly reads this week. I hope you enjoy your week, and the Women's Prize shortlist is coming today. So, as you know, it's bye.